Hey tribe, how are you? I felt like sharing this insight just came about over the weekend, and of course it's definitely what we talk about in the guide and what we intend in the guide with our gratitude meditation practice. But it's just a deepening reminder that the whole gratitude stuff, the aim of it or like the point of it is a total full body manifestation of overflowing gratitude and appreciation on a cellular level, right? Which is why it's really nice to drop into a meditation practice or a relaxation practice, or just self care, self love, whenever, that we really get into the body itself as the vessel of gratitude, of the vessel of thanks. So we um certainly in shavasana and classes, I can be like, just have a moment inside yourself where you're thankful for your lungs that breathe for you, and you're thankful for your heart that beats for you, and you're thankful for the fact that you're alive. Just that base, um, because then when you get right down to the base of it, it suddenly makes all of our stuff, all of our conditions and all of our layers of life more obvious and then less relevant, right? When we're just suddenly like, for our own aliveness, when we're in appreciation at our own existence, that gives us the space to just simply be and to simply exist. And then in that simplicity, or in that just presence, because that's ultimately what it is, it's just pure, I want to say, unadulterated presence. You're just the presence of your being, and that's that kind of infinite nothingness with which we can birth creative potential, right? So, and I had this insight yesterday or the day before driving, and it was about merging with the infinite, which is really merging living intuition, right? It's you basically living with divine, so connecting into divine spark, merging with the infinite, and living more in that infinite void, living more in that expansive space from within your own awareness, as again the witness to all of the action, all of the doing, all of the beingness of your being, like just being that, but from the observer point of view, not from the identified to the beingness point of view. So not that Molly must do this today and Ollie must do that. And this is part of having the faith and trust that you will find your way as a person in the world from the expanse of the infinite. I think because the infinite is infinite, it's so expansive, we our limited humanness, so the part of us that does believe in our limitation and our conditions and our circumstances and all that, that bit is super afraid of the infinite, because the infinite might decide that a whole bunch of that stuff isn't really relevant to your more expansive self. So where the infinite can take you from that limited place, even though deep down, and this is part of fulfilling our heart's desire, is that deep down the intuition and or the heart knows that that the expanse part has this greater potential. So the soul or the intuition wants to take us from this fearful, small, limited, possibly unwell human to this expansive, flowing, life is amazing, life is beautiful human. And deep down, we know that it's possible for us, because otherwise we wouldn't dream it. Um, we wouldn't even dream it if it wasn't there for us or wasn't potential for us. So we see that, and we want to allow ourselves to go there, and ultimately anything that is limiting us from that will come up from the void, right? And then the more easily we can drop into the void, the more easily we can sit with our emotional triggers, waves, storms, and then we can let them pass through us. Once they pass through us, we're a little bit lighter, we're a little bit more clear, we're a little bit hopefully playful as well. That is another big thing that I'm observing in my own um, existence, is this non-resistance to downtime, playtime. And I'm being straight up with you guys. I did notice those residue triggers. And when I say residue, I'm talking about like a distant feedback where it's not like hardcore trigger in your body, but there's like a memory feedback. There's like a feedback of like, God, like I remember in this sort of situation, I would have felt XYZ, and there's this like residue of, am I allowed to enjoy life this much? Am I actually allowed to feel this free? Am I actually allowed to really embrace this much gooey joyfulness in my life? And it is that. And it's like, yes, yes, I am. And then it's like dropping into that luxurious space within ourselves that is the permission slip for our total highest potential. But when we've not grown up with that, or when we're not very practiced at that, even the bliss, the joy, the ecstasy, the yeah, all of those good vibrations, I do talk about this in the book, all of those good vibrations can also be just as frightening, if not more so, than the suffering, than the despair, than the guilt, because we're familiar or more familiar. It's a default, right? It's a default because it's comfortable to us. So it's comfortable for us to, woe is me, life is so hard, because that's what we've practiced, right? So practicing, I love my life is so amazing. I am, whatever, life just flows in abundance. I'm infinitely abundant. I love having more than enough, or more than I ever need, or more than I could ever spend, or, whatever just feels so flowing and so juicy for you guys. And that could be an exercise that we try sometime, just flowing in the abundant flow. So writing down in stream consciousness, or filming yourself perhaps, or just sharing here on the tribe, like, what is your most epic life? How does it feel? um is there an excitement buzz? Is there like a calm serenity? Is there like a passion? Like, each of us has a slightly different essence, and so how we express that divine essence from within, it's going to be different. It's going to have different texture and feeling, and challenges, right? And themes and stuff. It's going to be a little bit different for all of us. And some of us will resonate with one another, and some of us might not. And that's why we do. That's why we do all of this, right? Is to keep yoking our connection from within, and then reflecting back the areas of ourselves that aren't quite integrated. And then the more we integrate that, the better we feel, the more momentum we gain, the more pulling power we have, and it all kind of, it keeps coming in to the point of like living imagination. And that's some of the lessons that are coming in for me right now are those later lessons. I told you guys maybe a few weeks ago or months ago that I noticed, like, you teach best what you most need to learn. So after a 10-year yoga journey, now I've written this book, and it's almost like I'm delivering lessons in form to myself, and being like, hey, wait a minute, this is a lesson in discernment. I must be giving myself lessons in discernment. um and now, as simply as I express these words, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that's a lesson in the book. Step 10, it's living imagination, right? Or that is step 10. And the more you're practicing merging and living as the intuish, and then as you clear the density, at some point when we cycle completion, plus I'll do a full moon report, because we've got a full lunar eclipse at the end of the month as well. So this is super intense energies, but it's good. It's good for us, right? Um, I totally lost my train of thought. Can you tell? So all we can do is really let go of the density, let go of those old patterns, let go of those stories that limit us, that block us, that keep us bound to suffering, discomfort, less thanness, or settle. You know, that idea of like, oh, we just settle for, or da da da. You don't have to do that. You can be the full expression of who you know deep down you are. You just can't listen to other people about it necessarily. But this is what we're here for. This tribe is here so that you can express your highest potential and be encouraged to go after it. Because here's the thing, because people are all in their fears. Sometimes when we express our highest potential, other people literally don't have access to it. And so there's no way that they could believe it for you. Hence, this recycling, this continual shedding. Sometimes the continual shedding means people come and go, people will come and go, and then certain people, the more clear you become on your desired manifestation, certain people will stick, and then those people will be part of your journeying because they are interlinked with the higher vision. Most of us can't really complete the full vision of our desired manifestation without other people, obviously. So we let people in to assist, and it goes both ways. Alignment is alignment is alignment. When one is in alignment, the other is in alignment, and the alignment flows in divine flow. Love you guys. I hope that was useful to you. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking to you guys really soon. Please do comment, share insights either here on YouTube, or feel free to hop over to Facebook or send me an email. Have a great day, you guys. Take care. Bye.